drinking cherry cola, I was sipping cheap red wine. Sun was hanging crooked on a rusted welcome sign. You laughed and said you're leaving or you're staying here this time. You had dust on your sandals and a map in your hand. Said I'm following the detours more than any kind of plan. I said, girl, I get that, been running since I ran. Then your fingers brushed my jacket and the world just kinda ran. You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. We drove past the mailbox with my faded family name. You said, tell me about your ghost, tell me about your shame. I watched the fields roll over like they never learned my face. Said I never felt like I belonged in any one damn place. You turned down the volume on that old dashboard glow. Said everybody's running cause they're scared to let it show. Then you put your head against the cold glass of the door. Whisper, if you wanna leave, why you circling back for more? You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. We found that busted diner with the flickering open sign. You stole all my French fries, I stole little looks sometimes. You said, love ain't fireworks, it's coffee at 2 a.m. It's the way you say you're leaving, but you circle back again. We slow danced on the sidewalk to a song from inside. The waitress lit a cigarette and gave a tired smile. You spun underneath the neon in your threadbare jeans. Said if this ain't forever, it's the closest that I've seen. You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. I've loved like a landslide, fast and gone too soon. I've loved like a thunderstorm, shaking every room. But this feels like sunrise, slow on your bedroom wall. Like the quiet in your laughter when you finally trust the fall. Now there's boots on your doorstep and a dog by our gate. Your sweater on my chair and your hair in my pillowcase. My mom keeps calling just to hear you on the line. She says, boy, she's got that kindness we've been praying you would find. Your toothbrush in my bathroom looks like it always belonged. We burn the eggs each Sunday while we hum the same old song. You kiss me in the kitchen, smell of coffee, toast and rain. Say, you think this road we're taking never circles back again. You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. If the then if the truck breaks down and the money runs thin. Sunrise burning through the haze, another damn day, just like the last one. Nothing changed, except the ache inside growing deeper still. This hollow space you left, nothing can fill. Oh, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust and ghosts hanging in the air. Remember that old diner, coffee black and strong, laughing at nothing. Where did we go wrong? Promises like whispers fading in the wind, now just echoes. Where do I begin? Oh, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust and ghosts hanging in the air. Thought I saw your shadow, just a trick of light, fooling myself again, lost in the fading night. This empty road stretches miles and miles ahead, just me and this guitar and words left unsaid. Every song on the radio talks about forever, makes me wanna smash it. Never ever never. They don't know the feeling of a heart ripped in two, still searching for something, lost without you. Met you by the ice machine, dusty pumps at 17. You were buying cherry coke, laughing at your own bad jokes. Sunburn on my farmer's tan, you said nice truck, I said hop in if you ain't got plans. You said guess I'm in love. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather, from red clay ruts to some tucks and a white dress. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. We missed the county fair that night, took the long way, lost the light, parked out by the old state line. Radio low, you were all I could find. Fireflies in a mason jar, your bare feet on my dash. You traced your name across my arm, said, boy, don't you let this pass. Is that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather, from red clay ruts to some tucks and a white dress. Yeah, this white your hand beneath the lights and swear this grind would end. Every bill, every fight, every wrong turn turned out right. Cause you stayed, I stayed too. What else could I do? For that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay rugs to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. And then came tiny cowboy boots left beside the front door mat, smiling face and Sunday suits. You said think he's got your laugh. We traded bars for baseball games, late night drives for pillow forts. You braided hair, I called out plays. We found joy in the small reports. Every dad, every mom, little scribbles on the wall. Every mess, every tear pulled our hearts near. It's that back road kind of forever. Family choir singing together. From red clay ruts to a house full of loud kids. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling. Now it's 4 hearts at the ceiling. If this is love, I'm glad we never called it quits. Back road kind of forever. Yeah, I'm all in for this. And yeah, one day we'll be rocking chairs, sunset in your silver hair, wrinkled hands and reading glasses, laughing at those reckless pasts. So say, can you believe that girl who climbed into that dusty truck? I'll say best wrong turn in the world. Just smile, guess we pushed our luck. Oh yeah, for that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through failing weather. From red clay ruts to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tired feet. Back road kind of forever, you still make my life complete. And if I go before you do, don't you cry for long, my dear. Turn the key, chase something new. Feel the wind erase your fear. But when that gravel hums just right and the sky burns soft and low, know I'm riding with you tonight. In that cab, you ain't alone. It's a back road. You were pouring cheap wine, hear the jar with my name, bare feet on my dash, like you'd never be tamed. July wind in your hair, sunburn on my arm. You were laughing too loud, I was falling too hard. I took the long way down that back road to your heart. Through every wrong turn, slow burn, every step and start. I drove through heartache, chasing every star. But all those small town miles just left me. Back road to your heart. Back road to your heart, yeah. That old county line sign saw us fighting that night. You said, boy, you don't listen, you just think you're right. Slam the door, truck in gear, dust cloud in my mirror. Put your jacket on my seat, made you feel too near. I took the long way down that back Try to outrun your memory, burning through the gasoline. But every highway exit sign spilled out your name. In the dark, back road to your heart. So here's my last tank, here's my last chance, pulling into your driveway, ask you for that dance. You smile, took you long enough. Then you climb into my arms. Yes, I was always headed back road to your heart. Back road to your met you where the gravel meets the Buster County line. You were stealing cherries from the back of someone's vine. Dust on your boots, laugh lines in your smile. Said you wanna see trouble, ride with me a while. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. You talk with your hands when you're mad, you pace the floor, you slam the screen door cussing, then come kiss me at the door. Yeah, you burn every dinner, we just laugh and call it fate. Say, who needs a recipe when love still fills the plate? You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. We got a crooked mailbox leaning like it knows our names, a dog that won't stop barking at the kids at ball games. You leave notes on napkins in my worn-out work truck cab. Drive safe, come home, you're still the best I ever had. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. One day we'll be wrinkled, moving slow across this floor, counting all the little rings from glass glasses on this table board. If my memory fades and the names all slip away, I'll still know that rhythm that's been drumming every day. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. So when they lay me down under red dirt, under sky, play that simple song of us, let it echo, let it ride. Cause love ain't in the headstones, it's the echo in your chest. You're my back road heartbeat, baby, you can keep the rest. Oh yeah. Met you in a bar off Highway 9. You were laughing at the jukebox, skipping every line. Boot heel tapping, blue eyes sharp, you drew your name in the ring on the bar. Said you look lost, but you look sure. I said I ain't cured, but I've seen worse. You stole my cap, said drive me home. Out the window fast, followed fence posts, chasing cattle and grass, radio buzzing some worn out tune, but you humming something brand new. Dust in your hair, sun on your arm, bare feet up on my dashboard charm. You said promise me just one thing, if this breaks we still let it sting. I got your back roads on my heart, got your chair. Every empty Sunday morning, you're the ghost of sitting there. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the mark on every chart. I got your back roads, driving through my heart. Hey! Late one late fall, leaves all rust, you pack dreams in the back of my truck. Say there's a job 3 counties away, will you hate me if I can't stay? I clenched my jaw, tried to act tough, but every brave word just wasn't enough. You kissed my chin, missed my mouth, said if it's real it'll find its route. Now it's coffee for one at that same old bar, you're laughing corner by the jar. I talk too loud, so I don't think. I chew my pride like tobacco and drink. Folks say, son, let it go, but you're stitched in every shirt I own. You're the way my hand hangs on the wheel, that little pause before I peel. I drive past that job sign twice a week, practice speeches I'll never speak. Baby, I'm better, I ain't so scared, but I turn around halfway there. I got your back roads on my heart, got your thunder in my chest. Every girl that learns my name just gets your secondhand best. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the scar dressed up as art. I got your back roads, winding through my heart, oh winding. Time moves on like a cattle train, new paint sign, same old rain. Heard you married some steady hand, a quiet guy, safer plan. I ain't bitter, I ain't mad, just a little more like my old man. Talk big talk, sleep alone, leave the light on like you're coming home. If loving you was wrong, then wrong felt right. If losing you was mercy, why's it haunt my nights? If I had one more, you wiping down the counter at that old Main Street bar, name tag hanging sideways, little chip red jar full of tips and folded phone numbers you never planned to call. I walked in for a quick one, stumbled into it all. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static, turn this runaway around.
You said, boy, you look like trouble, with that half-crooked grin, boot heels on the bar rail. You poured whiskey, not my sins.
We talked about our busted hearts, cars that never made it far, how your daddy taught you patience, mine taught leaving in the dark. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static, you turn this runaway around.
First day by the river, mosquitoes, June heat. You showed up in your work boots, cut-offs, bare feet, radio on the dashboard, static, then a tune. You leaned back on that blanket, said, come see this kind of moon.
I've been all edge, all armor, all joke, all smoke, all show, but you saw past the stories to the part I didn't show. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your eyes said, boy, you're home now. You turned this runaway around.
We burned through all 4 seasons in that borrowed single wide. Stacked your textbooks on the dresser, hung my cap on the side. Mismatched cups in the pantry, secondhand old couch. You painted all the cabinets blue, said we'll make this sacred ground somehow. Friday nights at the drive-in, cheap popcorn on your shirt. You cried during the previews, laughed through all the hurt. You traced plans on my forearm, little house, big oak tree, dog prints in the backyard, baby names in between.
From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. We were dreaming over dishes, talking someday, talking soon, with a street light through the window, painting halos in the room. Remember that storm rolled in, tore down half this town. You stood in the doorway shaking, said what if it all falls down?
I wrapped my arms around you, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you.
I choose you. We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slipped on that torn-out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet. But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine
said we still got a shot.
Love ain't all fairground lights and kisses on the hood. It's oil stains in the driveway, doing more than what you could. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. From I might to I promise, from I'll try to yes I do, every mile and every meltdown, just another road to you.
Your mama beat the doctor to the hospital that day, cried into your hair and whispered, baby, it's gonna be okay.
You squeezed my fingers breathless, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you.
I choose you.
Sunrise, painting the sky, another day dawn. Empty coffee cup, just like my heart was before you walked in. Kicked up dust and hope. Yeah, love, it's a wild thing. Love, a desert blue. Love, dry corn stalks. You used to hear nothing, just a lonely howl. Now a melody, a steady humming. And yeah, love, it's a wild thing. Love, a desert blue. Love, how to hold on. Love, but worth the fight. My hands rough and warm from years of digging for something. Never knew what it was till your eyes met mine. A sudden downfall. They said it wouldn't last. This kind of fire, too hot, too fast. Gonna burn it up quick, but that ain't on the west. Don't know this sunrise burning through the ground. Another day, another dollar wasted time. Same old streets, same old sign. Nothing changes, nothing moves on this assembly line.
My heart's a wrench turning slow. Rust on the gears, nowhere to go.
But then you walked in, a flicker, a spark, a new spin. Oh, this Rust Belt heartbreak. Yeah, this Rust Belt heartbreak. Tearing me down, building me up, for goodness sake, this Rust Belt heartbreak. Oh, this Rust Belt heartbreak. Hey, breaking the mold for love's sweet sake.
Smokestacks coughing out the night. Shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Every promise, every fight felt like giving up on what was wrong or right.
My spirit a busted fuse. Nothing left to gain, nothing left to lose. But then your eyes met mine. A whiskey sunrise, a perfect sign. Oh, this Rust Belt heartbreak. Yeah, this Rust Belt heartbreak. Tearing me down, building me up, for goodness sake, this Rust Belt heartbreak. Oh, this Rust Belt heartbreak. Breaking the mold for love's sweet sake. You were pouring cheap wine in a paper cup, boots on my dash, feet all scuffed up, laughing at the thunder on the radio set. If the sky falls, I just wanna know, will you hold my hand when the lights go down, when the small talk fades, when we leave this town? You just grinned, kicked the glove box shut, said I ain't afraid of a little bit of rust, 'cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the rain starts blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. We moved in fast, small house, thin walls, hand-me-down couch and late-night calls, arguing about bills we could barely pay, then dancing in the kitchen anyway. You burned the toast, I killed the song, we laughed till the bad day felt all wrong. You said, baby, I ain't perfect, but I'm here. I kiss that tear right off your beer, 'cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the wind keeps blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. Your mama didn't like my worn-out jeans, my tattooed arm, or the way I dream, said that boy's gonna break you in two. You just smiled, said maybe so, but I choose those Friday nights at the old state fair, you in my jacket, fireworks in your hair, we'd ride that rusted Ferris wheel up high, swear the whole world shrank to your blue eyes. Yeah, love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going. Headlights dim, but it keeps on glowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. We've been lost, we've been late, we've been standing in the driveway at the edge of fate. We've slammed doors, we gone cold, but every single time, baby, we come home. We've cursed God, we've asked why, we've pulled over just to scream and cry, but through the dust, through the doubt, we always find some way to turn around. 'Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the storm keeps growing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my hospital floor, coffee gone cold, clock near 4. Doctor said it might be a long, hard ride. You squeezed my fingers till I almost cried. Whispered, if I go, don't you stay the same. Paint the porch, change your name, but promise me this, when the night gets dark, you'll still talk to me out in the yard. I said, don't stop packing up your life. You and me got too much fight. You ain't going anywhere tonight. You laugh weak, but your eyes burn bright. 'Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the worst wind starts blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my Met you by the counter at the hardware store. Name tag crooked, smile a little unsure. You said, can I help you, like it was routine. But my whole day changed in your faded blue jeans. I keep taking back roads to your heart, past the rust and the dust in the old junkyard. Every wrong turn still got me this far, baby. I was lost till I found where you are. I'll keep taking back roads to your heart.
Bare feet, cheap wine, old clock ticking, didn't notice the time. You laughed when I burned all the toast that night. Said, boy, you can't cook, but you're doing alright. So I keep taking back roads to your heart, past the rust and the dust in the old junkyard. Every wrong turn still got me this far, baby. I was lost till I found where you are. I keep taking back roads to your heart. Oh, your heart. I've been the guy who runs when it gets real. I've been the one who jokes instead of saying what I feel. But you show up in my mess in that old red car. Now I'm learning how to love you right where we are. Taking back roads to your heart, past the rust and the dust in the old junkyard. Every wrong turn still got me this far, baby. I was lost till I found where you are. I'll keep taking back roads to your heart.
Pouring whiskey at the rusty nail, name tag crooked, telling some tall tale about leaving this town, about changing your name. I was nursing heartache and cheap house wine, boots kicked up on that neon sign, just another lost soul stuck in the same old frame. But you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turn every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, call me falling apart in a bar full of lies and a jukebox of scars. You put back roads on my heart. You laughed at the ink on my busted arm, said that crooked compass ever do you harm. I said it points everywhere except where I'm meant to be. You took a napkin and drew a little star right where this town is on the map so far. I said, boy, sometimes the place you're running from holds the key. Cause you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, you called me falling apart in a bar full of lies and a jukebox of scars. You put back roads on my heart. Next week, Sunday, we were skipping church, tailgate pew on a riverbank perch, sun burning holes in that blue sky dome. You stole my ball cap, jumped in a stream, said love ain't luck, it's a long haul dream. I said if you're the journey, this fool's found home. You put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, you called me falling apart by the water and willows and your bare wet arms. You put back roads on my heart. We hit 30 states in a beat-up Ford, fast food cups and a dashboard, Lord, change in the ashtray, blankets in the back. Your boots on the dash, bare feet on the glass, radio loud, let the miles roll past, talking about forever like a well-worn track. Every mile marker, every sunrise brand new. All those wide open spaces still felt smaller than you. Yeah, you put backroads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. You took every broken part, turned them into verses and late night sparks. You put backroads on my heart. I ain't saying it's easy. We fight like thunder, love like rain, slamming doors on a Tuesday, slow dancing barefoot in the kitchen again. Oh yeah, you slam that pan on the stove, I swear I'm sleeping in my truck. But one soft sorry from your lips and I'm staying for good, baby, that's our kind of luck. There was a night by your daddy's land, you said these fields are all I understand. Thought I see regret hiding in your eyes, but you pointed out where the oak tree grows, said right there's where the good stuff shows. Roots dig deep when the storm clouds rise. You don't need some big city, you don't need some fancy plan. You just need one stubborn fool who won't let go of your hand. And you put backroads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, you took that runaway paw, set it down on your porch in the yard. You put backroads on my heart. Now those baby shoes on the kitchen chair, your old flannel on the rocking chair, little fingerprints on every window pane. We're late on the payment but right on time for swing set squeals and muddy blue eyes, making up stories when it met you where the gravel turns back into clay, red dust on your sandals, sun dying away. You laughed at my pickup, said that thing still runs. I said it gets me through the mud and under setting sun. Climbed in the front seat, feet up on the dash, radio half crackling, old pictures in the glass. Told me about your leaving and all you had to prove. I said I ain't scared of distance if it keeps me next to you. Every fence post, every leaning tree, that old rusted mailbox where you first kissed me. Moonlight on the mirror, your hair a tangled mess. You whispered, can you feel it? I choked on my yes. Yeah, thought it'd be forever, young and wild and sure didn't see the storm clouds rolling past your door. You're my back road to your heart, no marked off line, just a busted up truck and eyes, threw bags in your car, said I'll call you Sunday. I watched you drive too far. Weeks turned into winters, small talk turned to snow. Buried all the letters in the field behind the road. I tried chasing bright lights, I tried chasing pay, but every single payday just felt like a way on my back road to your heart. No marked off line, just a busted up truck and your hand in mine. We got miles and miles of maybe in a sky that's falling dark. I don't need a highway, baby, you're my back road. Years go like taillights fading out of view. I swore I was over everything about you, till I saw that same sandlot, heard that same screen door, and your shadow on the porch like the night before. You said I got tired of leaving, tired of starting new. Every map I ever followed kept on pointing back to you. You're my back road to my home, to the place I wanna be. Every wrong turn that I took kept curving back to we. We got miles and miles of mercy and a second-hand fresh start. I don't need a highway, baby, you're my back road to my heart. Yeah. Now there's boots by the doorway, 2 mugs in the sink, your jacket on my chair, your lipstick on the rim, that pink. Mornings taste like coffee and your shoulder on my chest. Nights feel